Mary Fallin, Governor, welcome. Good to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, Martha.
Where's the funding going? Where's the money going, and why do kids have to sit with coats on in their classrooms? And, why do they have books that say that George W. Bush is still the president?
Well, look, we passed the largest increase in education funding ever in Oklahoma's history, a 19% increase in the total budget for education alone, which is over 50% of the state's budget. And we gave our teachers a 15 to 18% pay increase. And if you look at the 7 states, including Oklahoma, around our state, we've gone from being 7th to now 2nd in the region and the highest teacher pay. Plus, we have really good benefits for health care and retirement, and our retirement system is in great shape for our teachers, which can't be said in some other states. And then we allocated an extra $50 million, $33 million for new textbooks, and $17 million on top of that for whatever the schools want to use it for that will go into our state funding formula. Now, the complaint has been it's not enough. We want more. It was $480 million. And as the teacher just said, and we appreciate all of our teachers, we don't mind them coming to the Capitol. I think it's important that they come to the Capitol and talk to their legislators. I wish they had been there a lot earlier. Over the last 3 years, I've tried to get them a pay raise. But the fact of the matter is, this has been going on for a long period of time, decades upon decades upon decades, that we've had trouble with underfunding of our teachers' salaries. And frankly, our economy has grown so much that we have 50,000 more students in our school systems over the last 10 years because of new jobs we created. So yes, we do need some more funding for classrooms, but that's also an ad valorem property tax issue with the local school boards, the local voters who decide those things. It's a priority decision upon what do you pay for.
With all the growth that you've seen in Oklahoma that you just pointed out, the tax revenue base should be going up, right? Is your tax revenue base going up?
It is now,
yeah,
but we've been through a 5-year downturn with the energy sector. When the price of oil went from $107 down to $26 a barrel, it's been a tough go. But now we're slowly but surely climbing out of that, and so we did see a great need. We've tried to get this hurdle passed, and the the teacher mentioned that we finally got some revenue increases to be able to pay for this. But we have a law in Oklahoma that's actually it's constitutional. Amendment that says that we have to have 75% of all of our legislative members, to vote on increasing any type of revenue. So it's been a hard lift. And, my comment was, look, we know it's not enough, but it's a giant step forward. It's a $6,100 average increase in teacher pay for our teachers. It's $50 million new dollars going into textbooks and also into the state aid formula. Is it everything they wanted? No, we know they want more, but it's what we can do for right now, and I think it's a giant step forward.
Yeah, I think, people just, they pay an enormous amount in taxes, and it's tough to figure out why your kids don't have a decent textbook, when you live in a nice place like Oklahoma, and they wonder where that money goes, where it disappears into bureaucracies and why it doesn't go where it needs to go. So it sounds like you're trying to get it there, and I hope you guys can, work this out, because I'm sure you want the kids to go back to school, and I'm sure their parents want them to go back to school.
They do. Absolutely. They do need to go back to school. Yeah. April is the testing month, and we've had some classes that were canceled this week, and ACT tests were missed, and we'll have to reschedule those type of things, and science tests. But I think the teachers do want to go back to the classroom. I met with a lot of teachers this week, every single day, and they've told me, we appreciate the pay raise, we appreciate more funding, we want more, we want to get back to the classroom, we want to teach.
Governor, thank you. I'm sure kids don't mind missing their ACTs, but they don't go away. You have to take them at some point. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Governor Fallin from Oklahoma. So they may have gone to Washington with hopes of, Mr. Smith and draining the swamp. But some of these brand new congressmen who let some cameras follow them around say, wow, this is not what we signed up for.
He said it's only $7 billion. Can we move on? Where I come from, Iowa, we run our entire state budget is $7 billion in a year. I said, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money where we come from. And guess what we did? We moved on.
They moved on, and they spent the $7 billion because there wasn't time to talk about it. Former Congressman Jason Chaffetz.